scheme will work, sir. And besides, an 88-minute orbit is at the critical height whereby drag from the Earth's atmosphere will cause rapid orbital decay. The satellite will re-enter the atmosphere...
And burn up. So what? It will have served its purpose. Satellites are expendable.
Prime Minister, Eros 10 is 4 tons of extremely compact hardware. It's unlikely that such a large satellite will burn up completely.
OK, so there's a 1 in 10 million chance of a lump of debris causing damage. I'm ordering you to go ahead.
Then you don't know what Eros 10 uses for its power supply?
No, and I don't care.
It's a miniature SNAP-8 nuclear reactor that was purchased from the United States on the understanding that it would be used only in a satellite that was positioned in a safe parking orbit above 10,000 miles. If Eros 10 is brought down to 400 miles, it will break up on re-entry and release 110 kilos of enriched, highly radioactive uranium into the environment.
Does he expect us to sit around another day in this damn place while he makes up his mind?
There's the satellite again.
What's the bleeping for?
That tells us that Eros is maintaining a correct orientation and that all is well with it.
Flinders? Yes, sir. We can start right away. Start pressing your button, Scott. He's finally made up his mind.
Eros should be rising above the horizon in 30 seconds on her new orbit. The controllers have to concentrate. Can we have absolute quiet, please?
Naturally, there'll be an unholy row when it comes down. And we'll probably have to fork out a fortune in compensation and the cost of finding all the bits.
Yes, rather that than defoliation.
Exactly. The delay was getting our attractive UN observer over there to agree. Miss Anderson is the most powerful person in the country at the moment. She'll be the one who'll advise the Secretary-General to call off the defoliation operation.
Or tell him to go ahead.
Yes.
The maneuver to bring Eros down to 400 miles has been successfully completed. We'll start the scanners in 3 minutes.
Congratulations, gentlemen. The first hurdle is over.
So it seems.
How many orbits will you need to scan the entire country?
7.
And how does the system work, please?
Well, basically, the pictures are fed in digital form into the computer, which has been programmed to respond only to the spectrum. The light pattern, that is, of the Exon strain. The computer will then oblige us by providing a neat printout that lists the exact position of every individual Exon strain in the country.
Even those growing under trees?
Mr. Anderson, you see, when that line printer starts churning out its lists, you can be the first to tell a helicopter crew exactly where they'll find the first plant.
No, we haven't got yet, but we're looking far.
Oh, dear.
You look finished.
Yeah. Oh, how is it going, Scott?
Quiet word with you, gentlemen. We've completed 6 scans, but Eros' orbit is decaying fast. As you can hear, we're having trouble keeping her scanners correctly orientated.
But she will last the final orbit.
I don't think so.
It's got to, damn it. We've got to get a 100% scan of the entire country. Otherwise, the UN go ahead with the defoliation operation.
We're doing our best, sir.
What is the matter with the satellites?
The first results. It's working. It's actually working. Look at them. Thousands of entries. Oh, there you are, Miss Anderson. Now, sit yourself down at the console. That's it. Now then, that's the map.
This number?
That's the one. Hold on. Section 55. That's Senon Cove, near Land's End. The nearest unit is helicopter Charlie 8. Now, here we are, Miss Anderson. Punch out Charlie 8's channel. Eros, control to Charlie 8. Do you read? Over.
Roger, Eros Control. This is Charlie 8 reading you loud and clear. Over.
Stand by for a grid reference, Charlie 8. It's so close to you, there's no need for you to take off. You can walk to it. Over.
Roger, Eros Control. Standing by. Over.
That's the number. Just speak in a loud voice.
Hello, Charlie 8. Grid reference reads as follows: 27073940. Over.
Roger, Eros Control. Grid reference reads 27073940. Stand by.
It's only 50 yards from where they are.
What will have to be proven from all these map references is that Eros has the ability to detect single plants, not merely colonies of the plants.
It's 100% certain that all the colonies have been located and destroyed, Miss Anderson.
It sounds as if your satellite is in trouble.
Oh, we've just received a signal from NORAD. The Canadians don't think Eros will survive another orbit. They've timed the last orbit at 87 minutes 30 seconds.
Is that bad?
It's slowed down significantly. 86 minutes is the point when orbital decay is immediate.
You must have achieved a complete scan of the entire country if I'm to recommend calling off the defoliation to the Secretary General. He's made it absolutely clear that I must have no doubts whatsoever that you can locate every plant.
Charlie 8 to Eros Control. How do you read? Over.
Loud and clear, Charlie 8. Did you find anything?
I had some trouble.
Dear God, no.
Because it was under some bracken. But it was right where you said it would be, within a yard of the grid reference position.
Now listen carefully, Charlie 8. How many plants were there?
How many?
Yes?
Well, that's why we had trouble. There's only the one, and it's no more than 3 inches high.
Yes. Oh, dear. Yes, that's correct. Yes, we lost all telemetry a few seconds ago. Yes, thank you. Please keep me informed. That was NORAD. Eros is now burning up in the upper atmosphere. NORAD are tracking the debris and are predicting that they'll impact in polar regions, which means we've lost our final scan.
I'm extremely sorry, gentlemen. Believe me, very sorry indeed. If this could have ended any other way. If I could use the phone, please. Operator, I wish to put a call through to New York. I have a special number for you.
Now, let's just wait a minute.
I'm sorry, Prime Minister, but I have to make that call.
Flinders, what area of the country have we lost by not having that last scan?
East Anglia.
One of your most fertile regions, yes?
And one of the flattest. We now know where every Exon strain in the country is except East Anglia. So we concentrate all our audio detector-equipped helicopters in that region to hunt for the Exon strain and deploy all our other conventional forces throughout the rest of the country to destroy individual plants in their known locations. Is that feasible, Mr. Flinders?
Yes, we'll fly you over East Anglia today, Miss Anderson. And you'll be able to see for yourself just how easy it will be to eliminate the Exon strain.
Well,
The telephone's there, Miss Anderson, if you want to use it.
What's the flame gun for?
My last task is to ensure that every Exon strain in this climatorium is destroyed.
They're the only ones left, aren't they?
The only ones left in the world, Denise.
It doesn't seem possible. It's like a bad dream.
Do we have to burn them all? Couldn't we just save a few to continue Daddy's work?
Do you think he would want us to take that risk, Denise?
No.
Do you know why Elko stopped his research? Because beans and peas fertilize the soil they're growing in by fixing nitrogen in that soil. And the Exon strain fixed huge quantities of nitrogen. You see, the Elko board thought it would ruin their entire fertilizer industry. The final irony about the whole business is that we'll have bumper crops next year.
Well, that's it. No more Exon strain.
Oh, there's one there you missed. Here. The last one.
No. Let me do it. Give me the flame gun. Thank you. There. It's done. Now, take me home, please, Howard.
Oh, by the way, Blows, you knew I deliberately avoided answering Miss Anderson about our ability to detect Exon strains growing under trees.
I guessed.
We need time desperately. I ought to thank you for keeping quiet, but I'll save it for next year, when we know for certain if we really have beaten them.
In World Without Fire,